Power robot. I love power. I love robots. A megalomaniacal robot is everything I dreamed of being as a child. I am not joking. That would have been my dream. And this ruins my dream already. Looking at this springy, pathetic thing. You are not a power robot. You are barely a robot. You are a robot, but you are not power. Oh. Sorry, need a drink there. Okay. Power robot again. Let us descend on the robot of power. Now, this looks like, you know, standard platformer. Like, it reminds me, like, with the bouncing of Wario Land 3, I believe it was, where you could turn into the spring thing. Now, I'm going to go on a limb here, because I enjoy the Wario Land games on Game Boy far more than any actual Mario game. I don't know, there's something about the art style and his motivations of being nothing but greed and just... I don't know. But this is not a powerful robot. They did done lie on us. I'm just looking at this thing going, you don't deserve the name Power Robot. You barely deserve the name Robot. Just like that movie Robots that didn't deserve the name Robots. Which Mel Brooks was in, and I thought was a terrible, terrible crime of wasting Mel Brooks. That should be punishable by some very, very awful things. Now, it may look like I am doing horribly here, which I am, but it is not entirely my fault, as the controls are just insanely terrible. I don't know what they did. I don't know if this is even supposed to control, but it doesn't feel like it does. It feels like, you know, it feels so... I don't feel like I have any... I get it, jump is the only thing I can do, but it's like if I lean to one side, I jump to that side. I lean to this side, I jump to that side. But it takes so long to lean that to get an angled jump, and it just feels awful. I don't feel like it's a spring. I feel... I don't know. I feel like it, you know, doesn't... You know, when I think spring, I think instantaneous bouncing. I don't think, you know, having to wind it up every single time. Oh my god, there's a stage 2 with enemies! Oh my god, this changes everything. This has gone from a perfect 0 to a 0.01 for me, I guess. The birds don't look bad. You know, I hate birds, so, you know, killing birds, yeah, I am, yeah. You know, I can get behind that. But, you know. Ooh, no bird, no. See, before when I played this, I did not get nearly this far, and so I thought the life counter on the side was a lie, and I couldn't kill this abomination of a robot. Like, the fact that they called this a power robot bothers me. It bothers the 12-year-old in my brain that, you know, thought, hey, robots are cool, and, you know, things that say power are cool. It's, you know, like, I'll admit it, I watched the Power Rangers. Did I enjoy it as much as other shows on at the time? Not particularly, but still, the word power meant something in that. They had unspecified powers. That's one of the things I never understood about that show. Like, what were the Power Rangers' power, like actual abilities? Did they gain the ability to fight because they fought out of costume all the time? And like, was it simply they could summon mechanical giant animals? Which, you know, I will count that. That is a power. But was that part of the whole Power Rangers thing? Or was that just, you know, an add-on? I feel like something called Power Rangers should have more defined powers. And this game has lost my interest so much that I am arguing logistics and vernacular of Power Rangers. Oh, the sadness. I do think it's cool that heart falls on you from above, though, when you come back. I like that effect. It's just interesting, you know? It's like lightning striking your grave so you come back to life, even though nobody wants to. Nobody wants you, lack thereof power robot. Nobody wants you. Okay. And pulveration. I don't know if it's supposed to be pulverized, pulverization, or its own new word that makes so little sense that it hurts. Like, literally hurts inside. Because I'm one of those people that does get upset over spelling errors, but, you know, like I said, first, this isn't, English is not their first language. So, let's give pulveration a go. And it is a shitty tank game. Great. And I can barely make out the title. Oh, joy. Okay, so you appear to move a little faster than you did in the Vanguard, but it is still a crappy tank game. This does feel more responsive to me, which I think is progress, maybe? I don't know. Maybe this is, you know, maybe I've been waiting all my life and this will change my mind on, you know, little tank games like this. You know, and I will start loving them. I doubt that extremely, but, you know, for the sake of argument. I always love that term, for the sake of argument, because it clearly defines my goal. I want to argue with you. You know, I want to just argue all day. I don't really care what you have to say, but I just want to argue. Now, the first time I played this, I didn't, even though the name is some pulver, you know, something, I didn't realize that the main goal was to actually destroy my surroundings, which I know sounds weird that I didn't think about that. So this is like a really, really ghetto blast core, maybe? I don't know. We have to destroy to make a path, maybe? I don't know. I never got to play Blast Core because my friend with the N64 only bought like racing games and stuff like that. And not even like Diddy Kong Racing. I mean just garbage racing games and wrestling games that were also very, very bad. And it's like, you actually have a console. I don't even have one. And here you are not, you know, buying good games. It was infuriating. Good to get that off my chest. And into yours, the dark, dark cockles of your hearts. From me, as a present. Let's see. Rabbit Village. Sounds absolutely fucking delicious to me. Yes, I eat rabbits. They're not a pet to me. I grew up out in the woods. They're just food and soft. Rabbit rabbit pelt very, very soft. I don't think they should be, mass, milled and stuff for their meat and stuff, because they are a wild animal, but I don't know. It's hard to say that, it's unethical to eat them when they are so delicious to me. And I would just feel like a hypocrite. And if there's anything I don't want to feel like, it's a hypocrite. Okay, there's plenty of things I don't want to feel like, but, hypocrite would just be one of them. Gotcha. And okay, so what we have here is this guy has rigged up some sort of pulley system that probably took the time. He could have just gone over there and rescued. And who on earth lit this rabbit village on fire? I mean, that's a legitimate question. Who lit it on fire? Like, are the bad things lighting on fire? Is this like Watership Down? I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years, and I was drunk, like very drunk. Like when I watched Lords of Dogtown, which was also not a bad film, but I couldn't help it. I was drunk. I don't know. It's odd. That little chomper thing weirds me out. And this I am just pushing the stick back and forth. That is literally all I am doing. So this is like what I don't know. I have to rescue the rabbits, and I'm doing it, presumably because it's the right thing to do. I guess if they're sentient, it is. So yeah. You don't need sentient beings, Although you could argue a lot of things about, what is and what is not sentient. That is a perfectly legitimate thing to argue. I do have to say this is oddly calming, I guess I'd say. And then I just get bombed. Who is bombing rabbits? And why? What is your plan? Why are you destroying these rabbits? What did they do to you? Like, is this just genocide? Are these creatures that I can't identify, like, believing they're cleansing the earth of them? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand anything's motivation. Except that little thing with the mouth. It wants to eat. That's made clear by its mouth flapping. Like Pac-Man. Pac-Man wants to eat. That is clear. Very clear. And this game is over. And the Nesquik bunny is now staring at me. See, when I grew up, the Nesquik bunny, it wasn't Nesquik, it was just Quick. And I still thought it was nasty, so... Yes, I don't like chocolate milk. Begin your hatred of me, because I do not like chocolate milk. Seaport Growl. Growl. Seaport Growl. Like, pronouncing it that way, it sounds like it's supposed to be Seaport, girl, but I'm sure it's just guard. Well, I know it is because I played it already, but it's just weird. And of course, we are back to crappy tanks. We never left you, old friend. We never, ever left you. Okay, so I am guarding this seafront, I guess. Who uses the mobility of a tank to guard a seafront? I mean, it would be better to, like, put them at points that, you know, not move and use them more like a turret in my mind. I don't think using a single tank to defend a seaport and have to do it from multiple angles with walls is a smart idea. It is terrible, terrible tactics and design. Yes. The country that you know, whatever they're invading, it's going to get invaded. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They will be invaded, and presumably horrible things will happen. You know. Yes. I mean, it makes for a good game, I guess, but it's just like, I don't know if good is. It makes for a functional game, I guess. But, I mean, it's still nothing. It's probably the fastest moving tank yet. I don't know. Somebody will correct me on that, probably. I don't know if anyone actually watches this. If you watch this, tell me which was the fastest tank in all of these crappy tank games I played. Seriously, tell me. I'd like to know the answer. And Garl. Okay. And now it's time for Seawolf, which sounds awesome. Honestly, Wolves of the Sea. It sounds like a Magic the Gathering type art that I would love to see. You know? But obviously, it's not going to be something that cool. I mean, you've seen the other games. You know it's nothing that cool. And I mean cool in the actual sense of, hey, that's cool, as opposed to the cool 90 cents or the ironic cool. No, I mean cool as in I like this cool. Okay? I still can't navigate this menu worth a shit. Okay, and I saw this, and I thought, okay, are they implying that the sharks are sea wolves? Because I could see that, but no. No. That's... You are shooting things for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it's not a hard game to, like, control the missiles, the torpedoes, I should say. Very slow, but it's you know, it's like I don't know what these ships did to me, so I there's no story to understand, which always bothers me. But it's just like you don't use a name like Seawolf for, you know, something that cool for this, for rotating a turret to shoot, you know, ships. It's so underwhelming to me. And I mean, I think, you know, I like that, you know, the radar, you know, is functional and is small, because it kind of looks like, you know, an actual dash. And I mean, it doesn't look awful or anything. It's just very tedious. And I do have a limited number of shots, but I get the things I'm shooting otherwise are ammo crates, I guess. The idea of shooting ammo to get ammo has always been a video game thing that is perplexingly amazing to me, you know? Man, this is not a interesting game at all. Apparently I have 3 medals, though. So, apparently I've done heroic things in the past that have now been forgotten. So I'm left out here in the in the sea, waiting to be killed. Maybe that's why they call it Sea Wolf, because, you know, it's like the wolves are at your door. This is your last stand. I don't know. They don't think that hard on these type of games. In fact, honestly, I don't think they think about these type of games. Okay. And I lose medals, which means I lose my honor or something if I die. Like, every time I die, I come back less honorable or less venerated than before. Because now I'm the idiot who died doing this once. I mean, I'm no longer that much of a hero. I'm still a hero, just not that much of one. And you know, like in real life, if you stop having heroism in your heart, you'll just die, fade into nothingness. You know, if somebody isn't, praising you because of running into a burning building or so, you'll die. Yeah. No, that's not a commentary about anything. That is just silliness coming out of my mouth, because this is honestly so tedious. Like, I know people are gonna be people will probably be thinking, like, I don't find Mahjong tedious, but to me, this is tedium at its tediumest. You know? So it's like, I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's trying to be more complex than it is, and I don't care what happens. My score keeps going up. I don't care. And it's just not fun to control or play, so I just keep thinking, why won't I die already? But, that's common thought. Okay, those are submarines, so are they the sea wolves, or... Okay, they added submarines. So there is some development, but since this crosshair won't go up into the sky, I will assume there are no planes of any kind, which kind of would have also, broken up the whole, my god, this is boring thing. I don't know why sometimes I shoot 2 missiles instead of 1. Like, I'm pressing the same button for the single one, and I don't. And wait, what is this submarine's number? 273. Now, is that an actual, like, submarines, like, code number? So if somebody who's into that stuff, I would probably know, but me, military things are generally not of interest. Okay, where did they go? I mean, they were just on my radar and then they disappeared. I feel like I'm just constantly turning one direction or the other, just trying to find these enemies that are supposedly there. Which is infuriating. I just... Like, are they just going the same rate I am now, or what? I mean, I don't know what you want from me anymore, game. You have lost me, and you are randomly popping up everywhere, and I can no longer abide playing this. It is too much for me. All right.